Hi, it's Robin Sharma, and I want to talk to you a little bit about success. Maybe you've read my book, The Leader Who Had No Title. Maybe it's been the monk who sold his Ferrari. Maybe you've been to one of my events. Maybe you simply follow me on Twitter or Facebook, but you know that I teach people how to work like Picasso painted. You know, I teach people that the number one way to lose your power is to think you don't have any power. I mean, we're not dogs, we're not cats. We have the power to strip away from the busyness, to do great work that matters. We have the power to be the most positive people we know. We have the power to shift from making excuses to creating results. You have the power to use today to make a choice to get really fit or to create the financial life that you want. You have the power to go out in the world and inspire people, even if you clean a toilet. Clean the toilet like Picasso painted. You have the power to do that. You have the power to use your work as a chance to birth creativity into your world and to uplift other people. You have the power to do your part to change the world. And that's really what this video is about. It's about success. It's about doing genius level work. It's about making your dreams come true, and I want to give you some simple ideas on that. Number one, the number one reason we don't achieve success and we resign ourselves to mediocrity and we get swallowed into failure and discouragement, and it becomes sometimes so deep that we can't see the possibilities that our lives could be. I mean, your life doesn't have to be your current life 30 days from now, but most people can't see that. And the number one reason is this word called grit. Researchers say the number one defining factor of whether we become successful or average is whether we have grit. Grit is the ability to stay true to your vision and not dilute it when you get laughed at. Grit is the ability to try an innovation, experience failure, and to say, I'm going to continue, and I'm actually going to learn and use that experience to get me closer on my path to the mountaintop. I mean, what the ordinary person sees as failure, the master simply sees as part of the process of refining your craft. So, number one, you've got to have grit. You've got to literally, when you get knocked down, force yourself to get back up, because then you start to develop a new brain. Yes, you develop a new neural pathway. Yes, you develop new muscle memory. And yes, you develop confidence. Remember that every time you get knocked down, it's an opportunity for you to develop more confidence, develop more experience, develop more inner power. Okay, every time you do something that you didn't feel like doing, like getting back up after you failed, or staying true to yourself after you've been laughed at or told it can't be done, literally, you become more powerful. And every single time you don't feel like persisting, and you do, you take back your power to the thing that you gave your resistance to. So number one, just think about grit. Number two, simply remember the incredible importance of your influences. I mean, you know this, you've heard me talk about this, I'm bringing it to you again so you remember. If you spend your days watching the news, playing with victims, being around people who gossip, being around people who spend their best hours in entertainment, on video games, too much TV, too much SMS, too much reading of trashy novels, then literally their beliefs and their behaviors will infuse your beliefs and your behaviors through what scientists call emotional contagion. People's mental viruses and people's emotions, the people that you surround yourself with, influence you at very profound levels. So if you really want to play at world class, you absolutely must build a pristine bubble around your influences, around what you allow into your mind, around what you allow into your emotional life. You know, look at your workspace. Is it messy and cluttered, or is it inspirational? Build a bubble around the twin assets of your focus and your energy. So literally, you only allow into your life things that will uplift you, things that will make you more creative, things that will make you more productive, things that will lift up your energy versus tear down your energy. Number three, unbelievably important, which is the importance of scheduling. You know, I talk a lot about having a dream, having a plan, you know, being inspired, but all ideas don't work unless you do the work. And some of the best work you can do is getting really good at creating a one-page plan. Have your big five, the 5 things that need to happen this year for this to be your best year yet, on a one-page plan. Your top 5 values, put them on that same plan. your top 5 sub-goals sequenced into each quarter of this year on that one-page plan. And every morning while your competition or the rest of the world is asleep, get up at 5 a.m. I'll teach you how to do that in future videos. But look at your one-page plan. Spend 20 minutes on that so it becomes a brain tattoo, a burning obsession. So it alights you with inspiration. So you go out in the world and you understand that clarity is power, and you so intimately know what has to happen during this day, this week, this month, this quarter, this year to get you closer to your mountaintop. Because the hours that ordinary people waste, extraordinary people do, because they're not bored like most people. Most people need to medicate themselves with too much TV, too much Facebook, too much video, too much chit-chat, too much busyness, because they don't know their goals, because they don't have a one-page plan, because they don't have a one-page schedule. I mean, I've got my schedule for every 7 days. Almost everything I need to do goes on it. And you might say, Robin, well, that's a very rigid way to live. No, it's a very free way to live, because then I have the power to live life on my own terms. I feel inspired. I'm not wasting each day. I'm leveraging each day. And then the final idea is, please remember this. Life is really short. Okay? Today's a miracle. You'll never get this day again in your life. Part of success is building a great career, building a great financial life, building great fitness, but also understanding that the greatest joys in life are life's simplest blessings. Make the time to watch the sun come up. Make the time to listen to a great piece of music today. Make the time to have a conversation with a stranger and restore their sense of humanity. Make the time to look for a great piece of art somewhere. Make the time to read from a book on business or creativity or productivity or time management, because the world belongs to the learners. Make the time to tell your kid how much you love them. Make the time to write a thank you note to that mentor who shaped you. Make the time today to look up the stars, because if they only came out once every 100 years, you'd be wowed by them. Make the time to express some gratitude. If you have 2 eyes, 2 feet, a roof over your head, people who care about you, you are a very blessed person. I hope these ideas have been helpful. Super excited to share with you. I am offering, for the first time in a number of years, a brand new personal development and a personal transformation program. First time I've ever offered it. People have been asking me for 3 years to do another personal transformation workshop. Well, here it is. It's called the 48-Hour Transformation. Yes, I'm going to collapse the time it takes to get to world class. All the information is below. There's a very limited number of seats because I want this to be intimate. I want the user experience to be world class. I want you to leave after these 48 hours completely transformed in terms of the way you think, feel, perform, behave. And all the information is below. It's in June in beautiful Toronto, Canada. Yes, it's with me. I will get to know you. I will work with you. And I will take you through this 48-hour process to help you unleash your power, your fearlessness. I will teach you how to discover your destiny. I will help you discover this one-page plan and write down your 5 top goals. I will help you reconnect with the genius that you were born into. I will help you make some revolutionary shifts in the things that might be blocking you from making the money you want, achieving the results you want. I will take you in under the kimono and share with you exactly how I plan my weeks, what I do first thing in the morning, how I think, how to double your productivity, how to create the financial life that you want, how to go out there and change the world, because you know this. You are designed to change the world. Will you do it? This is an incredible opportunity, incredible resource. There are only a very limited number of seats. I really encourage you to remember, the greatest investment you can make is the investment in your learning, in your self-education, in releasing your fears, in unleashing your power, in knowing more than anyone else who does your work in the history of the doing of your work. Invest in yourself. Read the information. Grab a seat as soon as you can. I'll see you in Toronto this June at the 48-Hour Transformation. From Mumbai, India, hope I've been of service. Hope you've loved these ideas. I'll see you in June. Talk to you soon.